Hey everyone, Cameron here from SpeedCubeShop.com. If you're like me, you're probably tired of seeing the same old bland looking speed stack timers everywhere you go. So I'm going to be customizing mine today with one of our 4 new timer skins. Currently we have these available in the Abstract, we have the Poly Dark, we have the Gamer. I'm going to be applying our distorted one today. So I'm going to be just walking you through the installation process. It's pretty quick and easy. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So the first thing that you're going to need before you install is not really too much. Obviously a cleaned SpeedStacks G4 timer or a GAN timer if you're going to be using our skins for that. You want to make sure that this is a cleaned timer. So to do that, I typically recommend using some isopropyl alcohol and just gently wiping down the surfaces of the timer that you're going to be applying the skin to. Do make sure to not use too much alcohol because if you do, it might go past the pads and ruin some of the electronics. So just put it onto like a towel and quickly wipe it down, and then you'll be good to go. Next thing up is going to be a felt tip squeegee. This is an optional choice, but I do like using it for my installations because it makes things go on a lot easier and without bubbles. These are available at SpeedCubeShop.com. I'll leave a link in the description box if you want one. So moving on to the kit itself, you're going to have 4 components total. You're going to have the back piece, you're going to have the center, and then a left, and then a right. So before we go ahead and install, pick which one you want to install first. For today's video, I'm going to start off with the middle one, or the center, first. So to go ahead and start off, go ahead and make sure you have a clean, dust-free work environment. So I'm going to go ahead and use my SpeedCubeShop mini mat to do the install. I'm going to start off by carefully peeling up the centerpiece. And you want to make sure that these holes are poked out for the timer lights. Otherwise, you won't be able to tell when it's timing or when it's ready to go. So just gently peel it up. And then you can see that the holes did not get punched out when I peeled it out. So no problem. I'm just going to quickly poke those out and stick them onto the rest of the extra backing. So that's now the finished product. And then to go ahead and do the install, I'm going to line it up using the holes and then the LCD screen. So I'm just going to sort of, using my fingers, quickly get it lined up. That's looking pretty good. The nice thing with our templates are they're very precisely cut, so they should fit on just like a glove. So once you think you have it lined up, I like to kind of drop one side, so I'm going to use the left side and kind of peel up the right gently. You want to make sure that with the middle piece that you don't distort the center of it by like, twisting or tearing. So now at this point, I'm just going to get my felt tip squeegee, and just as I'm applying it, I'm just really carefully going through and just using the squeegee to kind of apply the decal. And you want to work your way from one side to the other. So as I do a little bit on the bottom, I'll move up to the top and just keep switching off that way. You really want to focus around the buttons because that's where you would probably get bubbles if you were to get any. And that's looking pretty perfect. Looks like that is a nice, clean, bubble-free install so far. If you do have bubbles, don't worry too much. You can use like a plastic blade like this one, again, also available at SpeedCubeShop.com, to really carefully pick up the corner and then just reapply it and try to get the bubbles out that way. We do actually laminate these so that way it's less prone to having bubbles, and it's going to be completely protective against like oils or sweat from your hands wearing off the print. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to the left side. These ones are pretty simple. All you need to really do is just pick a point to line it up with. I personally like to line it up with the inner part of the timer pad. So this straight line right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. And you want to make sure it's also lined up at the top. So once that's good, can be a little more slick on these just because it's a curved surface. So once you have it pretty good, you kind of set it down. Same thing, just squeegee it from one end to the other. And that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the right side now. Same process, just line it up. Once you think you have it good, hold up one side and then proceed with the squeegee. All right, so now we have the two sides all knocked out. Then we're gonna just go ahead and do the back. So the back, you wanna make sure that you orient it, you hold the timer correctly. So from my perspective, I have the face of the timer facing away from me. I'm gonna peel off the back piece because it needs to follow the curve. Now I'm just gonna sit here and line it up with the top curvature of the timer. Just like that. Drop it, and then squeegee from the middle out. So that will complete the installation of your timer skin. It's a pretty straightforward process, but if you don't feel like dealing with it, we can actually pre-install these with any purchase of a SpeedStacks timer or a GAN timer. Just go ahead and visit the link for the customized SpeedStacks G4 timer at the link in the description box down below, and that way we'll pre-apply them for you, and that way you don't have to deal with it. Hope this was helpful, and hope you guys are gonna be enjoying the new look of your timer. I know I sure am, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.